Hi everyone, Julia here recording this, August 11th, 2023. We just had a fire really close to here, within 20 miles, so it was pretty cray-cray. If the wind would have changed direction, we would have had to evacuate, but fortunately the wind stopped for a bit and the fire was put under control. But yeah, I wasn't really fearful at all. Some others around me were, kind of. But, if you have to evacuate, you evacuate, and if your stuff gets burned up, your stuff gets burned up. It's just one of those things. But again, if you're fearless, when situations like that are around you, you'll usually come through unscathed. Unless maybe the system has some lesson for you. And the lessons are always popping up. For us, if we're in observation mode, we'll see the lessons. Even when it's in real trying times. And, that self-awareness, wow, that is such a big progressive step in evolving in your time here, and being honest about what you see and making adjustments when necessary. And sometimes adjustments are burning bridges or whatever. And a lot of times the things we need to change aren't easy changes, but they're needed. So we just have to push through them, and usually when we come out the other end, we're like, wow, I'm so glad I did that. Things are so much better now. So but everything is lessons, and we really do have our own individual data streams that come to us to teach us our particular lessons. And if you look at every incident in your life as a potential lesson and see what you can learn from it, just makes things have a whole different flow and purpose. So, and then so many people get upset about what other people think and say about them. And that's a big one. But you really have to get to that place where you're like, whatever they think or say about me is none of my business. Because it's usually not even about you. It's usually projection and judgments. And if you do hear something that rings true and you have honest self-awareness, then you'll work on it. But you won't let it offend you or ruin your day or make you angry or make you have hurt feelings or frustrated. And it's not easy getting to that place, and you might still have little tinges of these emotions, but you can shake them off. And the more fears you lose, the more judgments you release, the more fear you release and get out of you, the more confidence and love you have inside you. And it enables you to deal with any situation gracefully and balanced and grounded, and your harmony's not disrupted. And it's not an easy place to get. I'm not saying that I'm there, but I have come a ways with that, because when I first started teaching high school in a very tough inner city school, That was when I decided I couldn't win the popularity contest and everyone wasn't going to like me. And so I had to become okay with that. And I still used to feel like a lot of things, like if somebody was lying to me, I always felt like it was an insult to my intelligence or whatever. But when I look back at all that, it's really all ego-based. So if you can get out of your ego and into your heart and into your knowing, your confidence of who you are and what you're doing here, then that's all just side stuff with lessons. You know? It's like a side of lessons with every experience you have. I'll have a nice experience with the side of lessons, please. Or I'll have a not so nice experience with the side of lessons, please. It's all lessons, and it's just how you navigate them and learn from them. And we all want to take things so personally when it's really almost always about the other person. And you don't have to tolerate being around people that are gonna push your buttons or would have pushed your buttons in the past if you would have let your ego take over. But you definitely don't have to let it bother you. And take the lessons, learn what you can. If you can help the other person, if you even know the other person and can help them in some way, overcome their fears that are causing them to say things and have judgments that are unfounded about you, and have discussions with them to work through it, that's fine too. But the bottom line is, don't let it bother you. Don't let it bother you. Don't let it mess up your frequency, your vibration. And that's what it's all about, is keeping our frequency optimal, or as optimal as possible. Picking up this piece of cork. And, big piece of cork. But, keeping that frequency optimal. And when we let other people's opinions and words affect our frequency, our resonance, we have to do some resonance rehab and get things back. And that's just, it's just constant, checking yourself, where are your emotions. And there was a little meme I posted on the community page where it talks about the opposite of triggers is glimmers. And glimmers are little moments of happiness that just pop into your awareness. Well, hold on to those glimmers. They're everywhere. And hold that frequency and memorize it and come back to it whenever you get triggered. And it's a constant give and take. And there are going to be down times for all of us. We have to know the pain to appreciate the pleasure. That's just how it works. But man, so much learning. Cheryl and I have been having weekly talks. I don't have them posted under my channel, but they are on the emotional healing playlist on this channel. And they've been some really good talks. And she's developing a little pamphlet that's going to be cliff notes for inner work. And she has a good system that's easy to get the regiment down, so when you have fears pop up, you can go right into the process that she's outlining. And it's really cool that younger people are looking into this, and one of the reasons why is because they're exposed to this information. Cheryl and I, when we were younger, we didn't know about this. I didn't learn about any of the stuff I talk about until the probably past 10, 15 years. So, we're turning around, Biggie. And, yeah. So younger people know about it, and they're going to do the work early, and they're going to have magnificent, magnificent lives, spreading lots of love, because every time you lose a fear, it's replaced with love and energy, and that's how you save the world, is by working on yourself. Because the more you're loved, the more that resonates and is emitted from your essence, and that just helps everything. So just intend to become love, take some action. Before you know it, your world will change, and who knows, we could change all of it. So thanks everyone for listening. Hope you have a good morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are. Remember to stay focused on what you want and help others if you can. Ciao, ciao.